Hey boys, as you can tell by the title, I am going to go through my Rainbow Six Siege settings. I know you're probably thinking right now, wow, you're a gold free. Wow, why would we listen to you about your settings? But I'm not a gold free player. I'm just not. I'm not. If you want, I'm just not. If you ever want to play with me to prove that I'm not, I'm just not. So we don't really. This I have on automatic. I think this basically what it means is like if you've got it on automatic, like after the preparation round, you don't go on your drone. But if it's on manual, I think it'll keep you on your drone. So you have to come off. I've just got it off anyways. On like for I can just as soon as I spawn in, I can start moving about because I don't really want to be getting, spawn peaks stuff like that. You can display your game information. What that is just in the bottom left hand corner what's got the arrow on right now. That's just that sort of stuff. It doesn't really mean much. It don't really mean much console wise. PC it might mean something different, like it might be quite important to them, but frames per second you should be on 59. Mine's always there, so if it's low then sort that out. Obviously make sure you got that on. What was this mean? What should I cover? Yeah, whatever that means. Oh no, keep that off. This I just keep my music down because I don't really like the stage music. Obviously the master volume, you want to hear footsteps and stuff like that. You want to keep that on 100. You can have subtitles on if you want. I'm actually going to turn subtitles on because they're quite useful for hearing what people are saying. Like obviously sometimes you can hear that your operators are actually talking and saying something, so obviously that is quite key. Voice chat, I hardly ever go in game chat, so that doesn't really matter to me. Dialogue, yeah, that's just basically subtitles, so it doesn't really matter whether you've got that on or not. Dynamic range, people use night mode, no one uses TV, but some people do use night mode, but I always use hi-fi because, yeah. Oh, wait, what have I changed? Oh, I've just got... No. This one, right, VSync your defo one off. It doesn't really do anything. When you go to play terrorist hunt situations, stuff like that, you get a bit laggy if it's on, but if you turn it off, there's no real lag. It's just kind of smooth. I think it's still a little bit, but it's smooth really. Your brightness, I can't tell you what to do on this. It's completely up to you. That's what it looks like on 100. Jesus Christ. And I'm not going to go down to 0 because obviously it'll look awful. But for me, keep it quite bright so you can see in dark corners within the map and stuff like that. I'm going to change mine to 70 right now, obviously, because you don't, like say a Vigil or a Cav, they've got very dark uniform, and if they're camped in the corner, you might not see them on low brightness. I'd always figure that. Now coming down to here, looking version, I'm not really sure what that is, but I've got it on disabled, so I'll probably put it on disabled. Yeah. Vibration, always keep that on disabled on any game. You don't want vibrating on any game. Like, that's just awful. I think I can't remember what it's like enabled. Obviously when I started the game it probably was unenabled. But you don't want to be shooting and your fucking controller's spazzing out, so I'd get that on disabled. Sensitivity, I'd probably, if your vertical feels way more faster than your horizontal. So if you're gonna, I could probably put my vertical less, but I think the default's like 15, and I did start off with that, but I keep upping it every single time I get used to it. So whenever I get fully used to 60, I'll up it to 62, then 64. When I keep getting used to it, hopefully one day I will hit 100 and be fine with 100. So that's what I have my vertical sensitivities on. Your left stick dead zone or right stick dead zone, just basically just put it on 5. It just really, like, oh shit. It just like thingies, when you click your L3 and R3 to peak, it's just much more efficient sort of thing, and I think, yeah. I think this is that's not the final one. Controller rotation, slow, gradual progression. I'm not really sure what that is, but probably put it on up to here. Aim assist, obviously you might as well put it on enabled because you get it in situations you don't get a multiplayer. Aim down sights, right. So basically what this is when you aim and you also like say like you're aiming like in a window and you keep looking back, that'll determine how fast your sight will move. So say you've got it on 100, you'll quickly go. I think I will up that just a tiny bit, just to that, because yeah, sometimes it's a little bit slow when like thinking. This I've got on advanced. I think I changed it to advanced. Press gadget button to enter gadget mode. I don't really know. Drone deployment. Right, this one. Yeah. 100% have this on advanced. You can bait quite a lot of people out from this. Basically, what this is if you throw a drone into a room, you won't automatically just go onto your drone. You'll be stood there still, like thinking. So if you throw a drone in, someone quickly jumps out thinking you're on your drone. Boom! It should be an easy kill for you. So yeah, and control the layout. It's up to you. I'd highly have it on default and do not switch because it'll take the piss to get used to. Because look at that. Who would want a melee with your left hand? How do you want to sprint? Not left hand, lefty. I'm a lefty, but show spectator, show player. What? So yeah, that's personally what I'd have it on. Obviously, have your server the one you should be in, basically. And to change your servers, if any of you want to know how to do that, there's a thing to go into custom games, create stuff like that. But what I had to do, I was on West Europe for some reason. I don't know why. And for some reason, when I hosted games, everyone's ping kept going high. I don't know if that was because of me, but I was it hasn't happened since. What I did was go over to your settings on your PlayStation or Xbox, go down to languages and make sure your language is correct. Mine was on English United States. I changed it to English United Kingdom, and it soon sorted itself out. So yeah, that helped massively. And yeah, that is all my settings I use in Rainbow Six Siege. You can copy these if you want, because I am not a gold free player. I just never have teammates, and if I do, my teammates are always great. None of my friends really are amazing at Siege, so I could be a pack player if I had like 5 of my ability kind of players, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, if you enjoyed this and this helped you out in any way, shape or form, please hit the like button and subscribe. Get me to 250 subscribers. I don't know when it's come out, so I might already have 250. If I do, get me to 300 and I will appreciate that. An alpha pack opening coming soon as well. I know you lot will probably think, why has he got 17 open alpha packs and 75k Reno. Yeah, an alpha pack opening will be coming up very shortly. So yeah, I will see you all in the next